Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me for this Kmart Christmas Shop With Me 2022 Part 2. If this is the first time you're joining me here, I'll be sure to have Part 1 linked down in the description box below where we go through all the kitchen and dining. Today we're going to be going through all the Kmart decorations they have in store for 2022. I've already started shopping for all my Christmas bits at Kmart, so if you'd like to see a haul of that, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let's get it to 150 likes and I will definitely film that for you guys. Something I have already picked up for myself that I wanted to show you was this traditional wooden tree collar. Think of it like a tree skirt, except it's more of like a box design. And this design is exactly the same as a Christmas tray that Kmart had last year, so I definitely needed to get it because I wanted it to match the theme. There were a few issues I had with this tree skirt. It's a cute design and all, but the price point is kind of expensive, especially for something that's already breaking on the shelf. But it's only one piece, so it's only designed to cover the front of your tree. Usually a tree skirt will actually go all the way around your tree. I know that last year I picked one up from Big W that was around this price point and it went all the way around my tree. It was much higher quality, so I do suggest looking around. The present sleigh sack is back this year. I do believe that is a new design. I didn't pick the one up from last year though, and I wanted to give you kind of an idea on the size with my hand. Ignore the $59 they've got above the boxes. That's not the correct price. These battery operated light up berry stakes. They do come with 3 in the pack. They are designed for indoor use only and they'll set you back $17. Over the years, I've slowly but surely started a Christmas snow globe collection from Kmart. They're only $8 for the largest ones, and I always love to pick up one of these to go in my new collection. I think it's going to have to be these 3 gnomes this year. I just think that they look so cute sitting in there like that, but I will admit there's not a great range of the larger snow globes this year. There is a medium range of snow globes from Kmart this year. They're $6 and they're marketed as more of like the novelty snow globes. These are definitely more Australiana themed ones. I love this snow globe, and if it was in a larger size it would be mine, but I'm just not a fan of the medium range. But there is a couple of traditional ones in the medium sizes. We've got Santa with the presents, and then we have a reindeer with the Christmas tree. I'm definitely getting Tiffany & Co vibes with that colorway, but I wanted to show you these 3 types of trees. They are different designs. We've got the flocking on one, which of course the flocking is coming off, but keep that in mind that it's always going to come off pretty much anything you buy. There are 2 different other kinds, one with tiny little pine cones, which is adorable, and then the red one has the Christmas berries on it. They are definitely one of the most plastic plants I've ever seen from Kmart before, but keeping on theme with the trees, there is this 3-pack of wooden Christmas trees in alternate sizes. I think this is gorgeous, and I'm really interested to see how people are going to style these. As well as $16, this one's a light up one, so it's not the same as the previous one I showed you. It's actually a lot bigger, but keep in mind a lot of them were broken, so just make sure the one that you pick up, if you decide to, is intact. $10 for a large bottle brush tree. Are you made of gold or something? And it was very funny because as soon as I saw that, I actually did see a gold one, which was also $10. For what you're getting, and from Kmart, that is a ridiculous price. If you did want to keep with the bottle brush theme though, they did have an 8-pack of mini ones. They looked a little dodgy in the box, but I feel like you could straighten them out. And there was also this 3-pack for only $6. They do have the light up twig trees back in this year. They're 1.2 meters. We've got a snow effect one and we've got a glittered one. Think about it as silver and gold. They will set you back $27 each. I did find this bottle brush table centerpiece that I really like. I think you could do a lot with this. You could leave it very minimalistic on your table. You could add some twinkle lights to it, which by the way, party section $2, thank me later. One of my personal favorite parts of the Christmas decorations is looking at all the Christmas garlands, and I wanted to show you each and every one they had at my store. I was first of all drawn to this glitter wreath, and I'm usually not a fan of gold and silver, but I think it's very beautiful. $12, and of course it sheds like no tomorrow, so keep that in mind, but what glitter item doesn't? Next up is this flocked wreath range, and I noticed that a lot of the flocking on them was actually very inconsistent. Of course the flocking is coming off, you need to keep that in mind, but some areas were extremely sprayed and then there were other areas that weren't sprayed at all. It is a very heavy wreath, but for $16 I'm feeling a bit of a rip-off here when you could easily get this $5 one. It's simple and you could just flock it yourself. Next up is this goldberry bobble wreath. It's $16 and I'm loving the eucalyptus leaves that they've put through it. It's a very nice touch. They also did some eucalyptus in the red berry wreath as well. While I show you these few random bits and bobs, I thought I would remind you guys to be of course subscribed and have that notification bell turned on so that you don't miss out on part 3. As you can see, Christmas at Kmart can be very hectic and overwhelming sometimes, and I hope that these videos make it a little bit easier for you to see what is new in store. And with that in mind, leave me a comment down below to let me know what you want to see for part 3. They do have the giant reindeer back this year for $59, and I'm actually a little shattered they didn't go with a new design. I'm just going to assume they had so much leftover stock. This is what Kmart is calling their extra large Santa Claus in traditional red. It isn't battery operated by any means, it's just a little statue. However, I'm very intrigued that they've called this one the extra large when there's one so much bigger that I'm about to show you. However, there was a Santa Claus in the exact same size as the traditional red, and this one is the extra large Santa Claus in white. He is oh so beautiful, he is oh so fluffy, and if you can see his little booties, they are just a vibe. This Santa is actually smaller in size but way more detail. This is the brown Santa. He's $22. In the same large sizing as the brown Santa, we have the traditional gold Santa Claus. But as I was saying earlier, I found it very interesting that they marketed that red Santa as extra large, because you can see him next to how big this Santa is. He's huge, and for only $49, I'm pretty impressed with that price. I wanted to show you guys all the Nutcrackers they had in this year for 2022. They had the traditional red and black one. Of course, all the Nutcrackers I'm going to show you are in working order. This one in particular is 60 centimeters and it comes in white as well. There are 3 different designs of the smaller 2022 Nutcrackers. They are 34 centimeters. There is the silver, there is the red, and there is the pink, and I specifically call them the 2022 ones because they actually have it imprinted on the bottom. For $16, I was able to find this Nutcracker, which is on a rocking horse. It comes in the white, and I was able to also find a red one. However, the red one was broken and it was the only one I could find. My heart just freaking melted when I saw this $10 Christmas babushka doll. I would like someone to let me know down in the comments below if you have it though. Is it like really hard to get the dolls out, and like does it make that awful wood squeaking sound? The goal I'm trying to get to with Kmart decorations is quality over quantity, and definitely trying to find those pieces that are going to be timeless. I'm also someone who likes to build their collection. I'm not looking to go with a new theme every year. I'm looking to find pieces that work with what I already have. I'm going to show you these next 2 signs, this Merry Christmas one here and also a very Australiana themed one. They are actually marketed as Santa Stop Here signs, and I'm sorry, that is just a regular ass garden stake. I hate to break it to you, Kmart, but literally probably the only thing a Santa Stop sign here needs is the word Santa Stop Here, which it doesn't. Moving quickly through a lot of the plushed items here, we have the Gnomes. These are marketed as light up Mr. and Mrs. Gnomes. There is a medium sized one for $8, which is just simple plush, and again a simple plush $3 small one. I am so sorry, this thing is ugly. It's the legs, they creep me out. But my favorite plush items was this set. You can have the standing or the sitting for $14, and the fur is actually so soft. I could find 2 different designs in the $10 felt reindeers, the grey and the tan colour. They had a snowy reindeer design this year as well for $14. We had the standing one as well as the sitting. Kmart does the flocked reindeers every year. They usually do them in a couple of colours. This year they've stuck with just the red with gold horns for $6. You can get it in standing or sitting. They have this spring leg reindeer this year. I feel like a lot of the gnomes were spring legged as well. They can go really high to really small. We also have a couple of Mantelpiece Reindeers. It's just where they have little floppy legs that can hang off the edge of a bookshelf or a mantelpiece. They have 2 colours, the pink and the grey for that one. I could also find 2 different colourways in the standalone angels, one being silver and one being gold. The wings weren't necessarily very structured and they seem to crease quite easily. I found this cute little guy sitting there by himself. He's extremely light. I'm pretty sure he's just made of 2 styrofoam balls, and he'll set you back $8. There were the 4 different designs of Christmas robins this year: the brown, the green, the pink and the red. This year they have an oversized hanging advent calendar, and this is just such a great idea if you're someone like me who would prefer to do an activity each day as opposed to something like a piece of chocolate. If you're someone like me who loves to do December 1st boxes or Christmas Eve boxes but you don't actually have a physical box yet that you use every single year, I think this one is a really smart design. This is such a gorgeous piece. Not only is it beautiful and it says Christmas wishes, but it actually lights up as well. I really like the lanterns they have in for Christmas this year at Kmart. They have the traditional wooden lantern, which I'm going to show you here. Has a real working latch on the side, which you can open up and you can see inside. It's got the LED candle for you. The decorative pine pieces and berries on top is a very cute touch. They have a plastic version, which they do in the black and the white, and I actually think I prefer them. I think I prefer the black $6 one, to be honest with you. I just wanted to thank everyone who's made it this far into the video, especially because my voice is so out of whack for this one. I'm just recovering from a cold, so thank you more than ever. I'm a little confused on the pricing for these ones. This gorgeous star, it's light up, it's $10, but you can get this huge tree version for only $12. Another example of how I feel like the Kmart Christmas pricing is maybe a little bit out this year is both of these countdown to Christmas signs are only $8, whereas they are made of very different materials. One contains a lot more material. I think this is going to come down to a lot of personal preference of what you want to pay for an item, because I am seeing both bargains and complete rip-offs here. A lot of the Christmas garlands are to match the Kmart Christmas wreaths we looked at earlier. However, they did have this leaf garland for $5.50, and they also had two different kinds of buntings I could find, a 1.8 meter gingerbread man and a 2.7 meter Merry Christmas characters. This wreath here is to match the Christmas berry wreath with the eucalyptus leaves, and they also had one to match the gold berry bobble design. Many Christmas moons ago, I picked up the rose gold bobble version of these, and I'm telling you now, they were not $20. They're not exactly the same. These are a little bit bigger, but they weren't $20. We have the light up mini ceramic village again this year. I wonder if they'll do the larger version. We've got two garden friends, we've got Santa over here, and we also have a reindeer. I can honestly say I had way too much fun watching him bobble back and forth like that. But moving on to the rest of the tree skirt, we have this $12 white tree skirt. The stitching on this does come undone, so it's not going to last the test of time. This tree skirt here is probably one of the most higher quality and also their softest. I can't recall ever seeing this design before, but this tree skirt is a gold sequin design, and the sequins are actually sewn on there quite well. This red tree skirt with the Merry Christmas design, the stitching was great, but it felt terrible. And then there's this $10 glitter tree skirt. It does have a canvas type material to it. Moving on to the Christmas sacks for this year, they have a really cheap $3 version that says Merry Christmas on it. We have a Christmas cotton sack, which is quite large and it has a lot of character designs on it. If there's one thing you can save your money on this year, it's these fake fur Christmas sacks. I get them every year, and every year they fall
Something
apart.
I was very excited by was this light up retro Christmas sign. I personally don't know where I'm going to put it, but it's only $14, so I feel like even if I purchased it for this year and put it out next year, it would be fine. Besides a Santa Stop Here sign, I really don't have any decorations on the outside of my house. I've been trying to build all the decorations within my home for many years now. Let me know down in the comments, are you someone who likes to decorate both inside and outside? Do you only do one or the other? I'd love to know, because I'm interested to start my outside decorations either this year or next. As we all know, technology has come a long way over the last few years, and that includes Christmas lights. These can actually be controlled from your phone. Kmart even has a whole bunch of window stickers that are light up this year. We have the red Bobble, we have the red sleigh, we got Mr. Santa Claus of course, and we have a gingerbread man. Let me know what you want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you back here for part 3.